My name is Jacoby Turner, and I did my assignment on why animators don't get the proper justice they deserve. The purpose of me doing this essay was to show why animators should get paid the right of money they deserve for the hard work that they do, as well as why don't they get paid and what steps can we take to help them get paid and create more anime and manga content for viewers and fans to enjoy and love and appreciate. For some background information, I learned that one of the most famous animators of all time, Osamu Tezuka, creator of Astro Boy, was one of the first ones to create an anime to go on TV internationally. Actually, the first to create a show that was internationally broadcast all over the world. Him doing this though ended up hurting the anime community in the long run because he set his market so low for the next person that wanted to do anime, the next people group of generations that wanted to do anime would have to suffer it and go according to how he did it, even though times have changed significantly since he did it. He started in the late 1970s, early 1980s, but he officially got his show broadcasted publicly in the early 1990s, followed by some other great artists known as Akira Toriyama, who created Dragon Ball Z, who started in the mid 1980s, and more. Um, Also, for background information, I wanted to look at the job opportunities. Some people wanted to become freelance artists who just like to draw on their spare time, do it whenever they want. Some people like to become computer animators for studio companies who use 3D generations and other arts and projects to make manga and anime for companies just using a computer rather than hand draw it. I found that very informational and useful because many people think they hear animator and think somebody who has to sit there and draw all day, but that's actually not the case because there are many types of animators in the community. For the conditions, I wanted to see how many hours they worked, the health conditions that they endured while working, and some of the benefits of the long hours. From doing this, I noticed that not many really get paid for the long hours that they do. Some like 250 hours a month they work, and sometimes they don't even receive pay for the work that they do, and as well as companies overworking artists 80 hours overtime and not even paying them for the overtime work. They just pay them for the first actual part of their schedule and then ask them to work later even though they know they're not going to pay them. They just ask just for their benefit of the company, not even for the best interest of the artist and the company. And on top of that, many artists receive health related issues because of hard working and overworking. One of these companies, Madhouse, they overwork many of their employers, and some began to fight back and sue legal action against the company, making them have to change in the way that they do business with animators. For revenue, I wanted to see why aren't animators getting paid what they deserve and how much they are getting paid. From what I learned from this, I noticed that only some animators get paid roughly $200 a month if they're even lucky. They only get paid $1.80 per drawing in Japan for their work that they do. Like that's not even two whole dollars in America. They only get paid 200 yen in Japan, and that's 180 for America. And then yearly, some of them don't even get 40,000 a year. It goes by set age. So somebody who's 20 won't receive the same amount of credit as somebody who's 40, even though their work might be better at 20, because studio companies see that you're not at that age yet, so they try to undermine the work that you do, and then they try to decrease the revenue that they give you for the hard work that you do. So you could still be 20, fully educated, full of degrees, but if the company doesn't think you're adequate enough, they will charge you less. Like yearly, some of them only even make $1 million US, and which is like 90,000 yen for Japan. Some of on top of that, instead of paying animators, what companies will do is they'll just get younger artists. So if you're in your 30s, they'll just look for a younger artist to find and replace you, rather than having to figure out a new contract and help you get the money that you deserve for your content. They'll rather just make more workers. And then they can also use CGI, which is computer generated technology. They use this, so it does help animators sometimes with long work hours, but it also hurts them in the long run too, because this CGI will take from what animators are creating and the time that they spend and the money that should get for working. The next thing I wanted to talk about was motivation. Why should animators even continue to work even though they know they aren't getting paid? One of the reasons I think they should continue to work is because that they inspire other people, not even just fans, but even other manga artists inspire other manga artists to create and strive and do better. And that in turn will help create more revenue for the community, not even just animators. It'll help people in the long run. It can help store companies sell clothing products, or theme parks help sell anime content for to help create revenue for studio companies and artists as well, so everybody can receive revenue and benefit. Another thing for motivation I wanted to share was that they inspire fans as well, though, but on a deeper level. They help fans learn that there is a deeper side to everybody, and not everybody is the same, which we should all know. But anime helps us see that in a deeper light and meaning, and we get to see how anime artists are feeling in their art and what they give to us, which helps us significantly. And on top of that, it helps benefit everybody as a whole, not even just fans and other artists. It helps the world go round, because many, even music artists, sometimes talk about anime, or comedians, or regular talk shows. As anime gets bigger, more people will talk about it, and that will help shed light on animators and what they've been going through this whole entire time, so they can see the proper credit they deserve for their work. Charts and data. These are just some of the data I collected, that in America only roughly animators get paid 60,000 a year, whereas in Japan it's only like 40,000, depending on the type of work that you do. Recommendations. I wanted to show that we can help create legal action, and animators can help pursue legal action in the work that they do, and create fundraisers in parks as well. Creating parks will help animators and studio companies because it will help create merchandise, jewelry, shoes, whatever, and that will help benefit both manga artists and the studio company because both will receive revenue for the products. In my conclusion of doing this, I found that honestly that animators should, if you're not in the financial position that you need to be, it's probably best not to be an animator because many of them are not receiving the proper payment that they deserve unless like you have a manager or something, which rarely even have or even thought of doing. Some just give up and quit. And that is my reference page right here, and that is all for my project. Thank